This is Richie's Radio Room.
This is another installment in a series that I call Selling Stuff to Make Room for More Stuff. This was a gift from my friend Steve, Whiskey 9 Delta X-Ray Echo. So he will be getting half of the money for this. He got it for free. Normally, when I sell something, I make a quick video with detailed but private video showing the item for sale and how it works. But because this is some vintage equipment that's quite beloved by a lot of people, I thought I'd make this a public video. So just to start out, the cord itself is fine. It's still rubbery because I think it's actually made of a bit of rubber, not just all vinyl. It's old, but there's not any nicks in it at all. And I don't think it's original. It is fused. There's 2 fuses in there. But it's not polarized. And you want to put a polarized plug on here so that you can ground the chassis. So I'm going to start out around 40 volts. It's at 47. So I know that there's no short. I'm slowly bringing this up so that the capacitors don't immediately blow. So we're at 105 and we're still under an amp. Okay, so as you can see, there's 120 volts. She's handling 120 volts. It's 1.16 amps. So it's turned off now. I have this propped up with a tape dispenser because I want to tilt it up so that you can see it. But I'll show you that this is the tune and operate switch. Switch is fine. This is the power switch, on off. Switch is fine. Standby transmit. I love this. I love that sound. I wish we had that on regular radios. There's no menu on this thing. Let's see. Here's your mic. Here's your gain. That turns just fine. Here's your AM single sideband and CW. Now remember, you can't do single sideband with this. You can only do CW and AM unless you put the attachment on here, the SB10, to run sideband. But it certainly could use a little lubrication. Could use a lot of lubrication. I'm not going to mess with that. It turned. Here's your crystal VFO. Here is your final tuning. Turns just fine. So here's your transmitter, and this will flip your bands. It rolls just fine. Here's your drive. Here's your driver. I can definitely use a little bit of lubrication. All these are going to have to be cleaned and lubricated. Your loading. And then your meter. Your driver, grid, final, HV, and mod. But, and then here's your spotting button. And it pushes in and out just fine. Now, here's the thing though. Here is your tuning dial. This isn't moving this back and forth. I would imagine that the string in there is broken. So here's a better look at the faceplate. Like I say, this screw is the only thing that I found that is missing. And there's some slight discoloration right here. You can barely tell it, but there's actually no scratches on it. There is a little bit of corrosion on the bottom here. Little bit of corrosion. So here is a view. I tipped it. This is the bottom. And this was the corrosion where I told you it was, and it kind of comes down here a little bit. It's just slight surface corrosion. By the way, if I hadn't said so before, I 3D printed some feet for this because this is 100 pounds. In order to set this thing down, you have to have your fingers under here, and you would smash your fingers because they never had feet on this. They had just kind of a little bit of protrusion here. So you can set this down now with this feet. Anyway, let's keep looking. So slight little bit of corrosion here. I'm not going to open this up again. I do have a couple pictures when I originally did this of the chassis. And all the tubes are here. Everything is authentic on the inside. Oh, by the way, all the tubes are in here. I didn't check the tubes. Now the power tubes are 6146s, and you can get the 64, is that right? 6146 B's, Bravo. You can actually buy them on Walmart. Brand spanking new tubes. You can buy them on Amazon for, I think, even cheaper. Around 40, 50 bucks. You can get obviously a pair of them because it takes two for around 100 bucks. So you can still get the tubes for them. This is the front right. There's a little bit of corrosion here. There are no dents anywhere, or no dents and no gouges. This would just need to be sandpapered and repainted if you want to. And this is the front left side. I'm not sure what this is. Would that even come off? That might just clean right off. Oh, it does. It scrapes right off. Whatever it is, it's coming off. Again, there's some slight scratches, but it's not gouged at all. This is probably the deepest scratch right here. Here's the top part, and obviously the front panel. There are no really scratches. It's just scratched the paint there, is all it is. If you run your finger across it, you can't even feel it. The screws lock. The screws operate just fine. First of all, this thing runs almost 100 pounds. It is a pig. P-I-G, pig. At this weight and these dimensions, if I tried to ship this to California from Wisconsin, it would cost about $500. So it's going to have to be local pickup. I hooked the watt meter up to it before, and it puts out less than a watt of power. So, I mean, it needs new capacitors. It needs, I'm sure, a bunch of the resistors are going to have to be replaced. And maybe the final tubes. I don't know. But it's all here. Everything is in here. And nothing is broken per se, except for this is the part of the I guess I'll pull it off. This is part of the tuning dial right here. When it's here, you can't see it. By the way, there's no glass plate here. I can touch the roller, band roller. I don't know if there was supposed to be one here or not. So anyway, I am going to put this on here. And I'm going to put this back inside here. So if you decide to get this, make sure you pull this out before you plug it in. So if you're interested, if you want to pay a couple $100 for shipping, go to QTH Classifieds. This is where I'm going to be posting it under. I may post it on other places too. But I live in southern Wisconsin, kind of by the La Crosse area, Rockland area. So if you're interested, go to richiesradioroom.com, RICHYS, richiesradioroom.com, and leave me a message.
This is Richie's Radio Room.
This has been a Fat Ham production.